Okay. So, last episode we were doing a couple of things. We were short-handed, and of course we know that Brax, aka Yosef, is at Rome, and he's still at Rome, so he should be back next week. We'll be doing Cyberpunk there. So, last session, what happened was it was a maybe a 2-hour session, which is fine. And what happened at that point was that you all kind of made an alliance with Ethan, and eventually you got a new recruit, and of course Yosef was doing other things, checking weapons, upgrading his stuff, whatever he's doing, tinkering his weapons, and with Opal he just had I guess a meeting of sorts with his ambassadors. So we'll see how what happened there, and then later on, you met up with Gripple's friend Booth. You caught up and talked, and you were, basically catching up, and he was relaying information that he's legitimately worried about Cerberus because he's saying that he had heard under the radar from like the Systems Alliance where Admiral Mason was saying, uh, basically saying that there's kind of weird activities, maybe aggressive from Cerberus side, but not sure if they're forming anything. So basically, Ethan was warning Gripple, and Gripple kind of, I guess, relayed the information to the party. Oh yeah, and before that, you did meet up with Arya over at Omega and gave her some credits just to let her know that you all wanted to, I guess, solidify an alliance with her as well, as you all thought that she, and rightfully so, she had solid information for things. So that might have been a smart move on y'all. And then, oh yeah, and after that, you Strebby, he had a little bit of a mission with his tribe. Basically, they needed help with a um, rival Krogan warlord, basically trying to take over their territory. So um, basically, Grok, the Krogan tribal leader for Streppy, was like requesting help, seeing if he can lend a hand on the situation. And you all went there and found out that they were stationed nearby, maybe about a half-hour walk to uh, see that there's like a small cavern system, and of course Thano was there, and he was surveilling the area. Found that there's one main entrance, and eventually found out that there is actually a rear entrance as well, not too far from the area there. So you all went back to the leader Grok and suggested that maybe you could cave in and kind of negotiate with them in the sense that if you don't listen to me, you die. to the tribe there, and Greg liked it. Greg gave some money, and eventually that's what happened with the new recruit, of course. Which again, you'll I guess meet up with Opal here in a minute. Um, but yeah, after that, you all went to the ship after a successful mission, and again, or not Ethan, but Booth sent an email to Gripple, basically saying that just watch your back because he's been hearing that their Cerberus is just kind of actively going through different systems looking for a target, and obviously
And
you may know what that means. So,
they're spreading fake news about us.
oh yeah, the smear campaign. Basically saying that there are terrorists coming from the Systems Alliance because obviously you're taking a lot of money and they don't like it. So they're trying to scare people.
Wait, who's smearing us?
Cerberus,
Cerberus.
Motherfuckers, dude.
you stole a bunch of money. What do you think you're going to do?
They stole it first.
You stole it first.
It
I guess
doesn't
that's
matter,
true.
dude. They're gonna use whatever information they can.
Oh, yeah. They're not stupid. Um, the so eventually, yeah. So you all went back to the ship, and then of course, that is the end of that session. So you all were back in the ship, and I would say Opal just got out of the meeting with the ambassadors. He was just kind of, in the conference room having a hollow call with with the Hanar. So um, during that time, I would say Opal has information on a possible mission to go to a planet near where the Hanar home planet is to um, gather information and try to help out with uh, negotiations, possible negotiations with the Elcor, and see if basically uh, things will go as the Hanar hoped or not. The negotiations pretty much is basically moreover like a trades negotiation to make sure that um, everything is good in the system. There's no rivalry going on. They want to make sure everyone has a good understanding of what's going on. So I think that would be a good um, sort of information from you, Opal, from that meeting. So I would say that you show up and then you see this Asari. You haven't really met her yet, technically. So you see the Asari with the group. They're just getting inside the ship, and then you didn't really. I mean, you got the basic information of what's going on in the Krogan planet of Tachanka. So I would say that at least you would know that they went down there to help Strebi's tribe. So you didn't know the full extent till obviously if they want to tell it now. So
Can I change just a little something?
yeah.
No, it's cool actually. It's cool. Um yeah, the call with the ambassadors only took like 20 minutes. And then I spent the rest of the time just like partying and fucking around.
That
So
sounds
I
about
come
right.
out
Yeah.
in like sunglasses on the Hanar and like a Hawaiian shirt draped over me.
Okay. So you,
Greetings.
so you see this Hanar dressed in like some Hawaiian shirt, sunglasses, and of course, this is where again you see the new recruit, the Asari, that they had actually do the interview prior to meeting, of course, by the books as what you all were doing.
Opal, are you wearing a Hawaiian shirt?
What's Hawaiian?
Where did you get that shirt?
I
You
think that's
know,
Earthling shirt.
this one cannot quite recall. It was quite the diplomatic meeting. Lots of things being slewn around. It was a strain on this one's brain.
Anyway, this is the new recruit, an Asari Judikar. Introduce yourself.
You got that wrong, actually. Not a Justicar. And
I'm sorry about
just
that.
Shake my head.
no worries.
Opal, you're a diplomat.
Just
Introduce yourself.
just an Asari officer in the Thessian army. That's all.
Oh, well, that is rather impressive. Have you seen much combat?
It is unfortunate, but yes, I have. In
Well, I
fact,
wouldn't.
in fact, I actually lost my entire battalion to Batarian slavers.
Oh, God. Like lost as in they took them, or lost as in lost?
They killed them all.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Well, or At the very least, I hope they were all killed, because if they were actually enslaved in any capacity. She just kind of shudders at the thought.
Yes, I don't mean to open old wounds, but it's good to know that you have some combat experience. How do you feel about
Agreed.
illegal activities?
Don't make me perform any, and I won't have to kill you.
Okay. I'm gonna like lean in and whisper to Gripple and just be like, "Is this guy cool with war crimes, or this lady cool with war crimes?"
Hard no.
Well, that's like 90% of our plan most of the time.
No, it's not.
We were both there, Gripple. Why must we act like?
Okay, doing bad things sometimes does not mean we do bad things all the time.
Anyways, before we get completely off track, Teliasa Tamwira, codename Void.
Opal. Very simple name for this one. I had a call.
Is that your given name or your soul name?
That is my given name. We just met.
Fair enough.
Actually, the only person on the ship that knows my soul name is Thano. Where's that little bastard?
He's probably eating ramen.
He's probably off invisible somewhere or taking his shit.
I always assume this one always assumes Thano is in the room.
He
He
probably is.
sitting there right next to you.
Most
Just
likely.
don't see him.
This is why we love him. But I was on a call with some of the fine, exquisite, honorable, noble ambassadors, and they requested our assistance on a mission on a planet near Hanar. They want help with some negotiations with Elcor. And kind of a check-in, kind of maybe a strong arm thing. I'm not really sure the vibe. But we must go there, and we might have to break some Elcor kneecaps. Or we might just have to, like, give them a cheaper price on some Hanar exports.
You had me at breaking the kneecaps.
Or they could listen to what I have to say or be destroyed from the inside out.
Hell yeah. How would you destroy somebody from the inside out?
Just flare them from the inside.
But how would you get inside without going from the outside?
I flare my biotics.
Okay. I see why you hired her. You are a her, right? Like in character?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelly?
We're gonna go to a soft no on war crimes.
For now.
You see Opal like shrug, like sink into himself, like, oh. No, I don't think this one does not think that this mission involves the possibility of war crimes. Sometimes a more diplomatic.
I whispered that
social
to you.
dance.
Besides, whenever it comes down to it, that will only be a last resort. I think that everything will go our way just based off of charisma alone.
I have a colony of space hamsters.
Oh yeah, you do.
You what?
I forgot about that.
Well, this one purchased 10 space hamsters. This one gave away one to Din Jalid, and it's still somewhere on the ship, but the other 9 reproduced with one another, and yeah, I have a colony.
On the ship.
Yes.
By the way, for those listening to the stream, I apologize if you guys hear some background noise. I'm in the middle of work at the moment.
All good.
I heard that you went back to Tachanka.
Yes, the tribe leader Grak needed some assistance with some local riffraff. It wasn't too pressing.
With my help, of course.
Well, I am sorry I missed it. This one believes the Krogans are wonderful people. And I headbutt you.
Going for the headbutt, yeah.
Just a soft sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, very squishy.
So, doesn't explain where you got that shirt from, though.
I can't quite remember.
I want to say that you probably like were so high you saw some old belongings from Castor and you took a shirt from there.
Just like I'm in Castor's old room, just scratching it.
Yeah. And then,
Like just high as shit. That sounds about right.
Yeah, go figure that, right?
It's Castor.
But yes. I'm assuming you had to murder these miscreants.
Actually, I don't believe a single life was destroyed on Tajanka.
Wow. This one is surprised and impressed.
I didn't have to fight Grak again either. I was scared. He beat me up like
Just
56 times. I've only beaten him up once.
Just a well-placed trap and and some intimidation.
Yes, it was a excellent show of tactics and force.
Because in my eyes, simply put, if we can prevent the loss of life, then we should.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Now, look at the other two.
Yes, well, assuming that all lives
Yeah,
are
we're
equal.
nodding our heads. Yes.
People are just doing
yes.
a couple of thumbs up here and there.
We definitely don't throw people in airlocks and send them out.
Well, we do agree that some lives are worth more than others, yes?
No.
Ethan walks in with a cup of coffee and walks out.
This doesn't have enough sugar! I throw it in, like at the wall as he's walking out.
He just mutters. You can't really hear what he says. He just mutters.
This is how you create another caster situation, by the way.
No, racist can't be created.
No, yelling at someone all the time.
He was spacist, actually.
Oh
mean,
my God.
Racist!
If the Chaiwala grew a little bit of a backbone, but he only responds when you yell at him, so. And who forgets to put sugar in coffee?
Some people like it without sugar.
He knows how.
I knew a general on Earth who only ever drank it black. How do you drink coffee, Opal?
I just pour it on myself.
Okay, all right. I don't know why I asked.
Yeah.
Big, I don't know what I was expecting. Look on my face.
Absorbs right through the skin. Yep.
Out of character.
Yep.
Out of character, they're literally just jellyfish, really.
Yeah.
Anyway. Fun stuff.
Okay. So yeah, you all got informed with this possible mission to an Elcor planet near the Hanar homeworld, and hopes to, I guess, negotiate a bit better for the Hanar, in hopes that at least with Opal is making a better standing with his ambassador status. So, what do you do? What do you all do in this meantime with this? Because right now you're obviously still orbiting Tachanka. So,
Well, if there's no other pressing business, we can head in that direction.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's nothing else.
I asked the new crewmate if they have any stops that they'd like to make or anything like that.
not
What's the new character's name again?
a
Ellie.
telly.
Feliasa.
Telly? Alright, I asked Telly if they have any. Telly, is there any business that you need to attend to before we head off on our next mission?
Not much, really. Just I joined. I joined this. I joined the initiative, so then that way, we can make a better world. So I'm ready for anything.
Are you ready to
All
smile
right.
and be social? Go put on your best clothing, everybody. We must put on the best front and face for the Hanar culture.
We will. I think
we
you will
make-
set
Oh.
up.
Oh, do we need outfits?
I was like, can we make a quick stop at a store? It's called Balenciaga.
Yeah, you go to like fucking Abercrombie and Abercrombie and Fitch.
Do the
look nice,
Balenciaga AI edits on our character portraits.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Gucci coat. Like what's the nice clothes they have in Mass Effect?
My name is Professor
I mean, there's,
Commander Shepard, and Balenciaga has the best clothes on Citadel.
I mean, there are suits like.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
the fucking dope suits they have with the collar, but it's not the folded collar that we have?
Well, from what I remember, I don't know if it's right, but I need to look. But it's like a dress suit type of thing. Can't remember what the specific name that it was called, but I know what you're talking about.
Like a pantsuit, maybe?
No, well, kind of, because it's the one. I think the one that I'm remembering is the one where he was wearing the suit when he went to the Citadel thing. You know, the DLC for Mass Effect 3. I forget what it's called. Anyways,
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
because yeah, you could see what he was wearing. Like, it's just like it looks like a business suit thing, kind of like that. Yeah, like that. I forget what it's called, but that's what I'm talking about.
Did they make that in Krogan size?
Dude.
I'm about to post different races formal wear.
Oh yeah, Grogan formal wear. That'd be what they would look like. I mean, yeah, you could make a pit stop and get the suits.
Wow, imagine leaving fucking Hanars out.
You'd be specially fitted.
It's just what hey, I can get you some special formal earthwear. It's called a bow tie. A bow tie and a scarf, nothing else. Classic
is-
look.
This one is deeply offended.
No. All right, not even just a normal scarf. We're going to get you a long white scarf and then a slightly shorter, slightly smaller black scarf to put over it. It gives you layers, which is where the class comes in.
That sounds amazing.
Yes, all right, I knew you'd like it. So we get him a bow tie and 2 scarves.
Okay.
A bow tie with a white border to match the scarves.
Okay. So I would say, yeah, you could just get like a quick, pit stop the Citadel or something to get some clothes. And I think it will probably be around for everyone probably about 1,500, 2,000 credits, something like that, and you have the ship credit stuff. So
Is that each person or all together?
I would say it depends on the fanciness. So it might be like,
I'll drop 10K credits on this right now.
okay, you're gonna get the fanciest shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because like straight up, Teliasa just started, so she only has 1,000.
We have ship funds
It's on me.
that we got legitimately.
No,
You have,
this
I'm
one
sorry, you have what?
insists.
Hey, welcome to the ship. I give you 1 million credits.
Sign on bonus for 1 million credits.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
We've been very successful. This is just a small piece of my cut. This is just your portion of the ship funds. Okay, so use it for business and stuff.
Uh-huh. Gives a non-trusting smirk, or not
Look.
smirk, but gives a non-trusting raised eyebrow.
We have a little bit of extra money because don't tell anybody this. Our captain, Dinjalid, he used to be a famous author, so he has some money stocked up.
You know what? I'd like to make an insight check.
Go for it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Please roll high.
Hold on, let me actually pull up my character sheet because I've been constantly. By the way, if you hear dinging every once in a while, I apologize. That's somebody I'm talking to. Anyway.
It's all good. But yeah, go ahead. Roll high.
You know, the funny thing is, insight is based off of wisdom, and I have proficiency in insight, I believe.
Nice.
Let me double check. You do. You have a 6.
Roll them bones. Oh, I should get on the Foundry.
Yeah, we're using the pinned one since.
Nice.
How much
Mass
funds do
Effect
we
5.
got?
Everybody
You
got.
lucky son of a bitch.
What did you roll?
You lucky son of a bitch. I rolled a nat 1 for 7.
Oh shit!
Oh, buddy.
That's unfortunate.
You can go again. You can go
Oh.
again.
No.
Okay.
Oh, you giving me advantage?
I mean,
No, I can't do that. I'm a player. My bad.
I'm about to
Oh.
say,
But
you give me
yeah.
advantage. I'll take it.
Yeah. No, a series. He wrote a series of very exciting and thrilling bestsellers. People wonder when his next masterpiece is going to come out.
Romance novels, filthy, absolutely filthy.
Erotic romance novels, huh?
you see this Volus walk in, Dinger Lead. He's like trying to. He has a clipboard, counting how many people. Oh, new one. Right.
That's the captain.
I need to make sure. I need to keep updates with Mason. Okay. Continue on. And he walks out.
Yeah, Captain. Make sure you get a fresh clipboard for your notes on the new guy.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Countess Esmeralda, am I right, Dinjali?
He's like, yeah, whatever. And he just walks away. Continue
So,
on.
so that
How that
used
work?
that used to be a player who's technically our captain, so he sticks around taking notes.
I see.
Okay.
I guess I'm culturally dumb right now.
No, yeah. So you can absolutely get whatever you need to. You can get supplies that you need too. If you quit within the first 6 months, though, we're going to need everything you bought with the ship fund returned, or it'll come out of your last paycheck.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, that's just the standard ship policy.
Just like I just look at the rest of the crew like, okay, raised eyebrow.
All right, that was mostly a joke. That's what they do at my company.
It's just company mumbo jumbo, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sign the pages and stuff, you know.
Gorilla Grip here
Yeah.
is a pencil push. Let's
Yeah.
let's get good drip. Everybody go get your fanciest clothes on. Or buy them or what the fuck ever.
I might take some from the ship fund.
Yeah, sounds like a trip to the Citadel. Fun.
Only got like 20,000 credits on me.
So you all are getting coordinates to the Citadel. Takes a few hours. So anything you want to do in between? Anyone that wants to RP with each other, or we just go straight to the Citadel?
I mean, probably just practicing a bit of target practice with my biotics in that aspect.
Okay.
So nothing too major.
Okay. Yeah. That's doable. There's areas in like the armory section you could probably mess around in and practice.
If she goes to the armory, I'll be down there.
Okay.
We could run like a training simulator for you.
You have a training simulator on board?
Or like we have some old Cerberus armor that we can like stand up that you can use for target practice.
I see. Why not?
Yeah, sounds fun. So I do that for her and then show her the table where she can get any guns, basic guns and stuff that she needs.
Okay. Yeah. Easily enough.
I just show my my current pistol. It's like I already have the basic, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, with your ship funds, of course, you can get whatever you need. So show us what you got.
Besides, I flare my biotics in my hand. I use my biotics mostly anyway.
Fantastic. We need more power casters on ship.
And so for the next few hours while we're on our way, just continuously using either warp or lift against a target.
Okay. So just kind of warm up your biotic powers and practicing and so forth, and I guess Ripple's there to check it out for however long, and
After a while, I would say, assuming we've been talking for a while she's been doing it, I would say, so I'm a sole survivor of a military tragedy. I kind of know something about that. The ship I was on when the Reapers came to Earth got completely destroyed, and I was the only survivor.
She just kind of stops her lift midway. It's like, really? Puts her hands on her hips. What happened?
When they got access to the Mass Effect drives, that's the warp relays, and they warped to Earth. The way they warped in, it was just bad positioning. We were completely surrounded without any way to actually target them. We were going to be destroyed within the minute. I ran away on the escape ship. Everybody else stayed behind. They didn't last long.
I see. I apologize for stopping my RP midway, but I've got a bunch of vehicles at one of my sites. I gotta go.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no worries.
fine.
But so you
Anybody
all,
else?
Yeah. You all,
The fuck do you
converse
mean
for a
he got
bit.
vehicles at his sites? What the hell does he do for a living?
Security guard.
Oh, he's gotta go fuck him up. Let's go, baby. Hope he doesn't get shot.
He's in Texas.
He's gonna get back on, and we're gonna hear pop, 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 pop.
he's like, I got shot in the shoulder, but I'm here, guys. Don't you
Dedication.
worry.
I like it.
Hey, we're gonna finish that role play scene.
I'm here.
No,
It's
just
getting
gonna be
cold.
I'm gonna be going over like basic manners with Strebby.
Okay. So, you're just kind of giving him some pointers, and Strevy's trying to concentrate real,
Yes, please, please,
Please?
please.
Please.
It's when you are requesting something of someone. Yes, it's the polite thing to do.
Instead of smacking them around and taking the drink from them, I say, may I please have one of those fancy drinks there?
Yes. And then if they refuse to give you the drink, then you slap the shit out of them.
Okay.
But it's good to be polite first.
So is everyone an ambassador, or is it just you?
Well, I guess in like the profound sense, we are all ambassadors for our people. But I am the only one with the ambassador title. But I assure you that being out here and acting and displaying things as a Krogan, people are judging the entire Krogan race based on your actions. So that's just something to keep in mind when interacting with people.
Oh man, that's. I never thought about it like that before.
Well, yeah, it's rather difficult, especially when you're in a group like ours where there's not so many numbers and it's not so normal to see one of us around.
I'll try to use my best manners.
Yes, manners. And be sure to say indeed and indubitably.
Indeed, and indubitably.
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 I smack you with a stick.
Ah!
So, I'm sorry. It's an ambassadorship meeting for what exactly? The Hanar.
Hanar and Elcor trade something or other.
Okay. Okay. I say I wonder into Opal and them why they're doing the indubitably thing.
Indubitably.
And I say, so Opal, I think that we have a chance as a crew to establish ourselves a bit more diplomatically, and I think it's going to be. I'm asking you what we should do. Um, we happen to know two extremely interesting Asari that might be interested in diplomatic events such as this. There's the Asari diplomat that was interested in getting somebody else elected to the council, or the thief that lives on the Oracle station with her Krogan buddies. She mentioned, or last time that we spoke, that she might enjoy having an in to the diplomatic parties such as this.
Was the sorry diplomat that wanted to get somebody on the council the one that you were trying to lay the charm on? Yes.
I kind of like rub my hands over whatever those spikes in my head are, and I say, well, kind of did it for both of them, man.
Well, if you would like to invite some women, it's kind of an odd way to impress somebody, but sure. That is.
Well, I figure it's a diplomatic event, and they both would want that. What, do you not think it's a good idea?
Both think that you're worldly and knowledgeable and sociable, yes?
Yes, this is a win-win-win. I get to take him there on the big ship, the military ship, but then we also do some classy things.
Yeah, showing them the two sides of the coin.
Exactly.
I understand.
Two sides of the scale, we say.
We say two sides of the slime.
To each their own. Motherfucker. But I think, like, since you like doing the diplomat role play, like, which one would you rather establish more of a relationship with?
Well, I like the Krogan lady. She seems like might be more useful in, like, if we need some backing.
Mhm.
But in it, like, Opal wants to help you out.
I'm trying to help out your role play. I'm fine with either.
No, it's a grand idea. I think we should do both. I think we should reach out to both and see what they say.
Okay, I'll handle that part. All right. I go to that Citadel shop and I buy 2 Asari formal wears.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll go ahead and do this email, and then I'm done with my roleplay. I say to the diplomat one, I mentioned that we are going to an Asari Elcor trade dinner or something, and that I think that it would be an excellent place to see people that might be a great addition to the council or know someone that would be a good addition to the council.
You're sending us to the Asari one, right? The Daler?
Yeah, the diplomat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget her name.
Yeah, it's Daler.
Daler. Okay.
Yeah, the other one, the it's Casmus. That's the Turian one.
Yeah,
So-
the 2 political guys.
Yeah.
And then
gotcha.
to the crime one, I say, hey, I told you I would let you know if we were doing any diplomat-related events. Just to let you know, we're heading out for it at this date. Either you or one of your representatives is welcome on the ship, as long as they don't cause trouble.
Okay. This is the one at Omega you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's Aria. Okay. So yeah, shortly, you'll get emails from both of them, and Daler will say that she will accept the invitation, and she knows where the planet is. I would assume that you would mention the location of where the meeting's going to be, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Arya will basically say that she's intrigued about it, and she she herself, she'll send someone to kind of, I guess, survey interaction. So she'll send one of her like Krogan bodyguards.
Okay. I'll allow them on the ship as extra security.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's been basically established. You all got your suits, and there's a montage of people picking suits and all this. Oh no, not this one, that one, and then eventually, it all comes to a grand total of, let's say, $8,000, give or take, of everything. So, you got your ship funds, and you all are headed out to this planet, Elcor's planet, closer to the Hanar homeworld, and it'll take another few hours. And during the flight, you I guess went to Omega first to pick up the bodyguards, and Arya will say that they will just be there as a guard. They won't do anything. You have my word. She's basically promising you nothing will happen.
Fantastic.
So she'll bring 2 Krogan bodyguards, and like I said, all they're going to do is survey and act as security if need be.
All right. When we leave, I say, "See you later."
And you're just going to give her the old winky and.
No.
Okay.
That's too much right now.
Okay. He's like, yep. So yeah, it's going to be another couple hours. So yeah, a total of, I'll say, 3-4 hours until you actually get to the planet there. So when you arrive at this planet, the outside of it looks kind of like Earth in a sense, but more barren. Like deserted, and with the Elcors, that's not a big thing to worry about too much. They got their little outposts and stuff. And when you arrive there, you'll get the I would assume a message eventually from Elcor diplomat, since I would think that the Hanar embassy would send information to them, and they would send it, I guess, specifically to Opal, saying that we await for your arrival. So come by at these coordinates, and we'll make the meeting.
I'm gonna give the Krogan guards top hats.
Okay. They look at you funny at first, and they just shrug, whatever.
I headbutt the one.
They headbutt back, and they look at Strevy, and he looks ridiculous, and they shrug. It's like, all right, I guess this is a thing.
I walk out with the top hat on too. The same one.
Yeah, they both nod and headbutt Strevy as well, because Krogan culture.
He walks up, gives him the headbutt.
And then eventually you all boarded this dropship and went to the coordinates here. Pretty much it's just a more like a outpost building, and you'll when you land, you'll see a few Elcors kind of strutting about. They're kind of looking at the ship, and they just continue minding their business. And then one slowly, I stress this, slowly walks up to the dropship, and they greet you, and he says, "Excited, welcome to the planet of Vaknar. My name is Eknar." And then he that's pretty, remember, that's how they talk. So
Honored.
and then
This one is happy to be on Enar and in your presence, Enar. His name was the same as the planet, right?
no, it's Eknar, and then there's Vaknar is the planet.
Vaknar?
Yeah, Vaknar.
Okay.
and Eknar. they have some weird names. Okay.
Becknar,
Yeah.
Greknar.
I mean, it could be Thum for all we know. So the Eknar would be like looking at the group and it's uh I'm trying to figure out a good adjective for this. Hold on, give me a second. There's so many fucking words. He goes nervously. We we hope this meeting will go smoothly for everyone, Nar and Elcor alike. Please come and we'll meet in this building.
This one also anticipates some, let's say, friendly competitive negotiation. I look forward to it. Onwards.
So slowly, you all, of course. It looks like it might be a 5 minute walk, but if you're matching with the Elcor, it probably took 15 minutes.
Fair.
Because Elcor. So when you arrive at the building, it's actually pretty well maintained. Not too shabby looking. Like they do have like little bots that clean the area every now and then. You'll see like little drones kind of clearing up some mess here and there. There's some like dust spots that it just zaps away from this drone, and he's like kind of walking towards Zeno's listening to some good old songs. It's Halloween. So eventually Zeno showed up, and we basically landed on Elcor planet of Vaknar, helping on the I guess trade negotiations with the Nars to make sure everything goes smoothly. So Opold is assigned to this specific assignment, and you all went and got some fancy clothes, by the way. I would assume Zeno kind of follows suit. Unintended.
Yes, yes. Sorry I was late. Space Sonic was backed up.
Oh shit! God, I hate that.
They're always backed up, man.
That's like me after I eat Space Sonic.
Yeah, it's what happens. You get backed up, then you backed up again.
So yeah, you all are slowly getting escorted by the Elcor. Like I said to everybody else, it looks like a 5 minute walk, but Elcor will take like 15-20 minutes. So you're just kind of respectfully following the Elcor. And eventually you all entered this like little conference room that they have set up. Only like maybe 2 other Elcors in there, just kind of surveying. And of course you got Rogan bodyguards wearing the top hat from Arya's little crew. And then you got some of the Asaris with you as well, the diplomat Taylor. So they'll be just observing the whole situation. And of course, if you need help, you could ask. And you all are in this conference room, and the Elcor, kind of looks at everyone and says, optimistic. We are hoping that everything will go smoothly. We just want to make sure that everyone understands each other's cultural differences.
Greetings. I trust everybody here is safe and in good health and spirits. I think that we can respect each other's differences in the most admirable of ways.
And you see Eknar kind of like nod as you think that he just understood you, and he says, all these words, god damn it. Worried. We believe that we are basically interfering with the Hanar culture. So, what can you say about the Hanar culture that could help us understand if we could like come with a compromise?
This is a very progressive and kind perspective. It is admirable that you are seeking growth. However, what do you feel that you are doing that is treading on our culture?
And you see him kind of raise his head up as high as he could, because he's kind of lumped over, but it's not that high. But you notice a little movement. And he said, thoughtful. We were negotiating about pretty much at first beginning trades, of course, to trade some foods, but we weren't quite understanding on which type of food the Hanar appreciates.
Well, the Hanar diet consists mostly of fish, algae, small aquatic beings. Sorry, just out of character, what is the climate of Viknar?
Pretty much it's mostly like a barren, like a desert barren, but there are some lakes here and there. So there might be some life in there. But for the most part, it just looks kind of, it looks like Earth, but like, like I said, barren. So probably don't have any good resources food wise unless they look for food.
See, we tend to eat things that the main issue with Hanar trade in general, and why we're limited to just like a handful of trade stations on our borders, is due to our sort of elitist self-imposed isolation and I kind of like motion at myself, and the unique physiology of our race. Due to this, striking trade deals with the Hanar can be extraordinarily difficult.
And he says, understanding. Yes, I agree. And we are trying our best to maintain a civil order and hopes of making an alliance that, just in case something happens, we'll have um, some sort of agreement to who needs help and where.
As an ambassador of the Hanar, this one believes the Elcor to be a noble, interesting, and fruitful race of creatures. How do you feel about getting fucked up? if I may be so candid.
Confused. How do you mean this fucked up?
Intoxicated. Do you partake in any depressants, hallucinogenics, depressants, uppers, downers, zing-zangs, bongs, anything like that?
Curiously, I would say some might delve into that. Yes. I mean, we do have fantastic playwrights, so I am sure that at least the actors might delve into that. So I would think that maybe there might be something.
Well, allow me to offer, and I'm gonna say I just snap my fingers in the fucking chai wall and walks up with like a cutting board, and I'm gonna pull out a fish, and it's like this really weird like translucent but kind of rainbowy looking fish. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna chop it up and be like, "This is mindfish. This is a Hanar export. It's kind of our equivalent to alcohol." And if you would be so kind to partake in some of our culture, I offer you a small piece, and I like go around handing out to everybody, not just the Elcors.
Everybody's taking a bite of this. All right. The Krogans.
Hey, Opal, maybe Shot should wait for dinner. I whisper. I don't say out loud.
All right, who should wait for dinner?
Shots.
Well, this is a very, very small piece.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to broker a trade deal, and this is what I'm trying to trade them. So I'd like them to
Oh,
try it. We can do a lot
Um,
more at the celebration. I'll let you eat a whole one yourself, Cripple.
my bad, man. I shouldn't have said anything. You do you.
No, I always appreciate your advice. I like pat a tentacle on your back and stick a piece of mindfish in your mouth. Give them a thumbs up. Go
I
and
do
rub your
that.
belly.
I do that.
You know what? This performance or persuasion with advantage. One of those. Come on, that sounds fun.
Oh, me?
I think you specifically, since you're like, yeah, that's good.
Abilities, performance. Hey, 16.
Go ahead and roll again. This is for advantage. See if you could fish the 20. It's like Opal's like patting you in the back and shit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's good. So you're like saying, yeah, fantastic, and like give a thumbs up and stuff. So the Elcor Eknar was like looking at you, and then he's kind of shifting his body towards everyone else. Notice the Krogans there with top hats, and everybody else wearing some fancy suits, and of course the Asari in a nice gown. And he looks at at you, Opal, and was like, cheerful. I guess this will be a good try. And then he's gonna go ahead and try one. So he like kind of goes towards the table, the cutting table, and just kind of, eats a small piece, and he's gonna roll just to see how fucked up he is. Oh yeah, he's pretty fucked up. so he takes the bite, and you swear you see him tipping over and stuff, but he's standing his ground. He's kind of swaying a little bit, kind of like how high winds affect a bridge. Like you see it swaying a little bit. That's what he's like right now. You think that he's gonna topple over, but he's not. And he's like, He's like, tenderly, this is some great shit. And he's kind of
Yes.
like wavering around while he's saying that.
Yes, it is. We can discuss the finer details, numbers, amounts, trade routes, etc. We can let the pencil pushers do that. But I think we have a deal, yes?
And then
You will buy crates of this from the Hanar?
yeah, and then he'll he's still kind of swaying all over stuff, and he goes, cheerful. Yes, we will do that. I think that's a good start.
I very slowly raise my tentacle for a handshake.
He tries to raise his hand, but he can't. He just nods. He can't raise
I like
his hand.
look back at Gripple like with the passing out fucking ruler and like give him a little tentacle thumbs up.
I'm still chewing the fish thing, and I just give him the same thumbs up.
Okay. So yeah, so yeah, you all are just kind of giving him thumbs up, and then he's like, nodding, and he says, he's like elated. This is a truly good day, a start to a great alliance. And he just still kind of sways back and forth slowly.
Yes. This occasion will be forever remembered in history as a moment where two cultures aligned through determination and excellence.
And you swear you heard a chuckle, but it's more of a grunt from the Elcor. They don't express emotion, so.
On behalf of everybody here, everybody present, I would like to express our sincerest happiness for your presence and the efforts you've all put in here today to grow culturally.
And then you see Eknar. Let me track. So you see Eknar kind of nod the Elcor here, and he's like awestruck. This has been enlightening. We will continue to enjoy these, what was it, mindfish?
Mindfish, yes.
And then he's like, yes. And then he's kind of enjoying it, swaying. He's like, ecstatically, let us remember this day, that we will continue forth on solidifying the alliance with the Hanar. This is the first step. We will be great.
It has been an honor and a privilege to share in this momentous milestone with you, Iknar.
And then he said, proudly, we do enjoy this planet, and we will welcome you if you ever decide to come back.
Yes, we would love to perhaps partake in one of your restaurants, one of your entertainment establishments. Since we're already here, and immerse ourselves in some of the culture, yes?
And then he says, excitedly, I do agree with that. Do you happen to know a fellow actor named Doug?
Oh my god.
Vogue?
We of course know the well-esteemed actor named Doug. I actually directed one of the plays he acted in.
He's like,
You may have heard of it, The Little Mermaid.
It was masterful. It's a shame the theater caught on fire halfway through the performance. Otherwise, you
Yes,
know,
terrible shame. The play
Terrible.
was absolutely perfect before that.
Yeah.
It was going so splendidly.
He says, amazed. We are glad that you have known this Doug. He was good in some of the Shakespeare plays. And he he like moves around to the other Elcor, and they all kind of shimmy like they're, dancing excitedly about it. Not really fast moving creatures.
Yes, let's go celebrate the trade deal, yes?
And he he replies with, delighted. Let us celebrate. And you all do your festivities of eating minefish and getting hammered, whatever.
I'm gonna low-key try to get him to do other drugs. I'm gonna see how cool he is. Like, kind of test the waters.
Okay.
Like, jokingly be like, haha, we should do cocaine.
Let's do cocaine.
We do the cocaine.
So you like conversate with him and then be like, oh, you should try this stuff. And then,
But I'm going to try to keep it like not telling the group. Like,
Okay,
be
okay.
cool, like just me and him, like as ambassadors, as like politicians or whatever you want to say, being like, oh, let's do a little bit of shit on the side.
Yeah, gotcha.
Try to gain some more trust with him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say go ahead and roll persuasion. This is for like general, just
I'd like to place the help action with that.
okay.
30 seconds here. I feel like I'm doing a roll to give drugs, so I should do drugs. I'm just gonna pack a coke quick before I roll this.
Interesting. All right.
I'm hoping me and fucking Iknar here are gonna be boys for life.
Out of character, what are we doing here?
It was a trade agreement for Elcor and Anar. Elcor wanted to establish a trade with, but Opold countered with, "What if we give you this first? Start from there." All right. Cool. 20. Okay. So you're like, oh yeah, check this out, and then I guess it'll be like cocaine, and they're all just kind of snort it, and then God, trying to be a druggy Elcor is weird. Let's see. He's like, he took it and he goes, panicked. What did I do? I'm seeing colors.
Inspired. We should start a small business.
And he's like, intrigued. What do you mean by that?
We should make hats for dogs.
Amused. Yes, that sounds like a delightful idea. Hats for
And
dogs.
I'm assuming we're like talking fairly loud, but like they're not going to shush us because of who he is.
Yeah. We're like talking kind of loud, and then I would imagine the party is kind of in that party level of talking, but you're kind of talking a little louder than them. So that's what I'm imagining right now.
Hey Iknar, have you met Strebby? He's a Krogan.
He looks at Strevy and he's like, touched. Hello, Strevy. My name is Eknar.
You think I was giant top hat and bow? Nice to meet you, Agnar. My name's Trevi. I go to like handshake him, but like
Yeah, he can't
elbows or
lift his arm.
hands or
Yeah.
like, yeah.
He's like nods. He's like, delighted. I express the thoughtful gesture.
Thank you for welcoming us to your beautiful planet. I'll like look outside and see it's just like you said. It was like barren, right?
It kind of reminds me of your home, Tachanka, really, but Tachanka's more war torn and like dusty.
Reminds me of my home, just a little more dusty.
So, I'd like to look around the room for any potential threats in the area, just in case.
Okay. Yeah. Just go ahead and roll a perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
19 for 25.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice. So you look around the room. Everybody's having a joyous time, celebrating and everything. You don't see anything, you know, uh, like a suspect or anything like that. So, everybody's just kind of minding their business, having a good time.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, yeah, you all have your fun times there in the planet. You all are talking about potentially with Opold and Eknar anyway, talking about like some type of small business for dog hats.
I'd like to steer the conversation towards the military,
Okay.
like his military, what he has on this planet, what forces he commands.
Okay. So he would
I'd like
base-
to jump in on that conversation.
Okay. So he said, proudly, we have a number of battalions, strapped with shoulder cannons. We, as the Elcor, are, I guess, in a sense, moving fortresses. So we are there to soak up the damage, so to speak.
This makes sense.
Taliasa walks up.
Yeah. They're kind of, again, talking kind of loud. So yeah, you do catch on. And he notices you, and he's like, he looks at you and says, delighted. I see an Asari is here. Hello. And he's kind of, well, you don't know, you can't really tell, but he definitely high on drugs.
I mean, 25 perception.
I mean, still, you can't really tell. He doesn't have any emotions.
That's true.
Just there.
Yes, because they have to describe their emotions at the beginning of their
Yeah,
sentence.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's just, if anything, you see him kind of swaying like a.
So with that in mind, take that first word as completely honest.
Yeah. I mean, delighted is what he's feeling right now.
Yeah. I kind of wave. Teliasa to Moira.
And then he's like, Elias, enthusiastic. Elias, my name is Eknar. Welcome to the planet of Vaknar.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And he's like,
so I
Yeah.
hear, I couldn't help but overhear your talk of military forces. I happen to be a officer with the Thessian army myself.
and then he replies with, amazed. You must lead a quite or a good number of people then.
I I think back to what I just said and how he responded.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I actually am slightly mistaken. I was a officer with the Thessian army. I was less than honorably discharged.
And then he replies with, shocked. You seem to be a well versed soldier from what, from the way you walk.
Agreed. It was a unfortunate circumstance on a distant planet that I cannot recall off the top of my head. But we were actually attacked by Batarian pirates, and I lost my entire battalion.
He replies with, sadness. I do not wish that upon any other person, and I'm sorry that it happened to you.
It's fine. I've just learned to, how would you say, it's grow from this experience in a way that whenever it comes down to it, if I even see a Batarian, I'm going to question them of their motives. But aside from that, whenever it comes down to it, I'm doing everything I can to move on.
He replies with, understanding. It must be a hard thing to deal with.
I'm gonna go down there. Hold on, guys. I got one extra.
Now, in the period of time before said tragedy, I have led numerous successful battles with near no losses. That was the only time that I suffered catastrophic loss of my forces.
He'll reply with, moved. You seem like you have a good head on your shoulders. You know how to fight, and I think that if you are in fact part of this team, you will do well, it seems like.
I kind of look at the rest of the crew. Yeah, maybe I might.
And he replies with, hopeful. I hope that everyone will, stay safe and protect each other. Been hearing things about conflicts from different factions out there. Be careful. And he looks at everybody else. I hope that you can understand that we will do anything with the Hanar to help, and in turn, if you need our help, we will gladly lend a hand.
I would like to extend my most heartfelt and genuine thanks for the momentous occasion of the joining of the Hanar and the Elcors. We only have the utmost respect for your kind.
And then he goes, uh,
I do more cocaine.
excitedly, we will continue on with any sort of assistance we can, just like we tried during the Reaper Wars. We will help as best as we can, and I hope you all stay safe and remember us if you need help.
You as well, Iknar. And until our next encounter, I wish you health, prosperity, and happiness.
And then he replies with, delighted, you as well. And he kind of nudges on trying to do more cocaine.
Oh, yes, here, of course. Oh, here, and take this, and I give him a little bag for later.
Like
If
this
you
is
need-
in like the room, right? Like everyone, like we don't see this,
Philios
but like
just kind of face palms like.
Just low key,
Yeah.
but like you guys would be able to tell.
Yeah.
we're, like,
Like,
in the same kind of circle as you.
yeah, you're all in like the same facility. Like I said, everybody's like, you know, having that party level of volume, but then they're kind of a notch higher in talking. So
Yeah.
If Trevor would raise his glass and say, "Cheers to this momentous occasion."
and then he replies, cheerful.
Philios
Cheers.
just kind of embarrassed, just kind of lifts her glass on that aspect. Like, all right.
Fantastic. So I would say, like, you know, during the time, you know, you all partied, and eventually you could go ahead and ascend to the ship, the SSV Torrent, and sounds like a mission success there.
I told you all politicians do drugs, Gripple.
You were absolutely correct.
Yes.
I
We just
interject.
don't go around advertising
No,
it.
not all politicians do drugs.
Oh, yes, they do. Anybody who thinks they don't is just ignorant.
I
But
have
close
literally been in contact with numerous, I repeat, numerous, at least Thessian diplomats, and none of them do drugs. None of them.
I promise you, at least a couple of them were on drugs while we were talking to
God
them.
damn it.
Maybe not.
No.
Maybe not. I don't know the Asari culture too well.
We are not. Us Asari are not very driven in the aspect that drugs would. The vast majority of the things we do are very transactional.
Yes, from the few Asaris I've met, I've kind of picked that up. Oh, Gripple, where's your little squeeze?
I have not seen her around at this like I thought I would, but I assume she is a busy woman.
Didn't you message her? Did she say she was coming?
Well, she was there, but she was like in the party observing and stuff, talking to. Here's all this about drugs and stuff.
You didn't talk to her? Wow.
Yeah.
He was definitely there. It's just like,
Yeah,
you know.
Philiasa will just kind of give her, we'll just give a small farewell for a moment while she heads over to her room.
Okay.
Sometimes the best move is to completely forget to make a move.
Aloof.
Aloof.
Hard
Yes.
to get. Yes, I
Exactly.
understand.
And with that, BRB.
All right. So you all went to the SSV Torrent, and I would assume that since you're kind of done with this mission, what do you want to do? There's options there. You could probably drop off Rogan at the Omega.
No, there are Krogans now.
I mean, okay.
We're
You wanna
keeping
do
them.
that?
Sure that want her Krogan's back. It's the crime boss lady, right?
Yeah, we should
that's
probably give her
Arya.
Krogan back. I'm just fucking around. Sell them to
I mean, as cool as
Cerberus.
it would be to keep these guys around, they're pretty cool. Whether they got the top hats.
Well, what do you guys want to do? Would you like to stay on the SSV Torrent? Help us with missions? You'll be paid a lot better.
So
Apparently,
they
there's $1 million signing on credit.
Yeah, since when, huh?
Wait,
When, I think
what?
yeah, they don't miss that.
Yes, Gripple
She
here
can't
gave,
take it.
Dano.
I gave her 1 million credit. I gave her access to 1 million credits for ship-related needs, not 1 million that she can just walk off with herself.
Yes, all I'm saying is that we can pay these Krogans well if they do want to stay
No,
aboard.
we're not sniping from Arya.
Oh, we pay Arya too.
I don't think we can afford her.
Why not? You're just throwing around
No, we're
millions
not.
of
We're not
credits.
buying
Like, it
her.
doesn't
You
matter.
sick fuck. We're buying the Krogans.
Well, yeah, they just like work for her.
Yes,
And Arya is not one to just hand over her units willingly,
ambassadors
not
of
without
sorts.
not without significant cost.
Well, I don't know her that well, so I can take your word for it, but perhaps you would like having some eyes and ears upon us, but who am I to say?
And Teliasa finally comes out of a room at that point, redressed in her commando armor. At that point, just steps out. Look, whenever it comes down to it, Arya, as far as I know, is somebody that is a complete unknown. So we shouldn't just trust her right off the bat based off of a little bit that we provided for her at one point. And
She loves us.
And two, whenever it comes down to it, who's to say that she doesn't require us to owe her a one-for-one favor in that aspect? And
We give her the
therefore, she owes
Chaiwala.
us at that point.
No, we did 2 for 2. We give her the Chaiwala and Gripple. No, I do understand what you mean. It's just Krogans and top hats, you know?
Also, Krogan is both singular and plural.
So, do you all want to, I guess, head over to the Omega to drop them off then, or do you still have some negotiations to keep this Krogan crew?
I don't think we really have a leg to stand on realistically with Arya. Like, out
Uh,
of character, I don't think
I
we
mean,
actually have
Our
claim.
Krogan smells bad enough, let alone having multiple of them on the ship.
It's racist.
Not racist, they just smell.
Yeah,
Or
I
maybe
want
Grip-
our guys on the ship, not other people's guys on our ship. Been enough of that.
Yes, let's give them some ramen and send them off.
Okay. So you all give them the ramen.
I'm sorry, you're sending who ramen?
The
Krogan.
Yeah, they give it the Krogan some ramen. Don't worry about it. So so you all arrived at the Omega. A few hours
Omega
of a
Station, yeah.
flight, and then at that point, you heard the intercom coming off with captain, right? The captain of the pilot, so to speak, of the ship, not Ninja Lead, the pilot. And pilot says, "Folks, you better look at what I'm seeing right now."
Oh, what are you seeing right now?
And he taps in wherever you're at with monitors, and you see a visual, right, of the Omega station there, and then but on the far left, you notice there's a huge spaceship. Could be a Dominator class spaceship, and um, he the pilot's trying to get the identity marks there. He's roll again to see if he actually got something. Okay, so he puts in some codes to try to enhance, and he noticed that this is indeed a Cerberus ship, and he says there's a radio transmission coming in. Somebody's trying to call us, trying to hail us. What do you do?
I was away, so I can't answer.
So a ship appeared.
A ship. It was at the Omega station where you were going. It's kind of next, kind of far off of the Omega station, and it's hailing your ship. And from what they see, it's a Cerberus ship, and it's trying to hail you and trying to get some type of audio transmission.
All right. Throw it up in the break room where we're all eating ramen.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you all are at the break room. They patched in the audio there, and then
Real quick. Do you want shrimp, chicken, or beef ramen?
cut it.
Spicy chicken, please.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm just gonna be standing off, leaning against a wall in the corner.
Okay. So
too cool for ramen.
So
Oh, I'm still in my formal wear. Throw the fucking visual feed up.
Oh, you're gonna throw the visual.
What's up?
Okay. So at the visual feed,
Yeah, Stubby's in that formal wear as well.
Everybody's formal.
Okay. Thanos in his boxers at this point.
Okay. So the visual shows up, and you see this woman. She looks older. She has black hair, green eyes, and she blatantly says, "This is the Iron Lady. Give up or we will shoot." And that's where we end our session.
Dun, dun, dun.
Amazing.
I think that was a good time to let them show up.
That was pretty good. I think it was great.
Yep, I love it.
So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. I'm going to go ahead and raid someone real quick. Maybe Inverse Thunder. What is he doing? Ooh, he's doing some werewolf tabletop shit. What is this? I kind of want to raid Kalani because this After Dark shit's hilarious. No, let's do Inverse Thunder. So next week again, this is going to be the Cyberpunk session. So whoever's in Cyberpunk, we will meet up next week with my brother, and then the week after is going to be us again, Mass Effect, and we'll continue this lovely encounter.
That's right, you gonks.
Yeah, this is about to be some space-to-space combat, huh?
Oh yeah, it's going to be fun.
Space combat. We're already dressed up to kick her ass too.
I mean, yeah, essentially. All right, let me go ahead and rate him. You all take
I
it.
went back into my commando armor, so.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. He did. He did say he went to change. All right, next
Imagine
time.
wearing armor.
Till next time.
We're on the ship, stupid.